Hi, my name is Heather Federico. I'm from CUPON Mawa. Right now, CUPON Mawa is in a very unique position. We are representing Airmont, Upper Saddle River, Ramapo, and Suffern, and Montvale. We're here to talk about Hillside Avenue. Hillside Avenue is a divided block, as you know. Portions are in Ramapo, portions are in Airmont, and portions are in Upper Saddle River. And there's a lot of people here who are having a lot of issues on Hillside Avenue. So I wanted to make the board aware of several violations that are going on Hillside Avenue that have not been addressed and have been reported. And we'd like to know if you can help us in this area. Both 2 and 32 Hillside Avenue and 28 Hillside are owned by a couple of developers, Mr. Altman and Mr. Gantz. They have a group of LLCs. 32 Hillside is an abandoned zombie house. There are multiple boats and trash in the driveway. There's an illegal circular driveway, which is used by buses, and there's an illegal sign saying bus turnaround on the tree. This has been reported. It's been there for years. I have about probably 10 police reports, which I will give the board when I'm done, on these 2 properties. I have reports from the health department for safety hazards. Coyotes reported on the property. There was a ticket issued to Mr. Gantz several years ago for $64,000 for not having this driveway put up legally. This was dismissed on a technicality, but your code is still in place and the illegal driveway is still there and the sign is still up, so we don't understand why this ticket has not been reissued, and it should be at least double at this point. There are commercial vehicles on the property, a lot of trash, coyotes, goats. We've reported this several times, and we'll give you all of these reports. They even lied and said that they did not, their circular driveway, they only paved over it. One of the neighbors sent pictures from the original house and the time of purchase and proved that this driveway was made by whoever did the alterations. It's also a 3-story house. It's been abandoned. It looks terrible. I have pictures I'd like to share with the board of the house, what it looked like before and what it looks like now. And it's really a shame. It's an eyesore and it's dangerous. So this is the property listing, and then the second picture is what it looks like today. It never got fixed. It was reported several times, and I'm going to give you all of this evidence when I'm done, okay? All right, number 2, Hillside. There is no C of O on this property. And the reason there's no C of O is because they had a permit out to fix the load-bearing walls in the kitchen, and there is no proof that these have been fixed.
Did you say no
C of O, no certificate to Hillside Avenue. They have an expired work permit that ended 12/2018. There's been several reports of it being used as a place of gathering. Several complaints have been filed with the police. What the permit says is remove 2 load-bearing walls, 1 non-load-bearing wall, and replace the steel beams and columns and relocate the stairwell to alter the 2nd floor to accommodate. That was on June 18th, 2018. They asked for a 6-month extension. They got it, and it's never been fixed, but there's still tons of activity going on. And these police reports, many of them are from after this C of O has expired. And I have personally reported it. On top of that, there are animals, horses, and goats and chickens living on the property, and there's no permanent resident. So I'm assuming if you're not allowed to have, I'm thinking he might rent it out, I don't know. But we've addressed this, they've called the police, they've called the health department, they've called everybody they can call, and nobody is doing anything. I have pictures from people being there. I have pictures of people taking the horses up and down the street. I'm going to give you those next. These I'd like back because I don't want to get the people who were kind enough to hand these in. But this is what's going on. It's like the OK Corral down there on Hillside. It's a shame. I would say that people were unaware, but Sarah Wallace did a Channel 4 news report on this particular block. We discussed a lot of these issues. We showed pictures of 32. So this is definitely something that this board should know about. You wanted the job so badly. Now it's time to do what you need to do here because it's terrible. People are calling you and complaining and nothing is getting done. What's next? There's a bridge on Hillside Avenue that is in very bad repair, and a lot of the construction vehicles are going down the street. There's a 3-ton weight limit. I believe you guys paid for the sign. There's been multiple reports of people going down the streets over this bridge. I have pictures of people going over the bridge. I believe the town of Upper Saddle River is doing a traffic study. Once I have that, I will get it back to you. These are just the police reports I have. I did FOIL Ramapo. They have not gotten back to me with all the police reports that they have. These are just ones that people handed to me. Okay? We've reported this also to the county. There was an anonymous complaint of tall grass, goats, chicken, horses, possibly a petting zoo. There's one report of somebody blowing up a carnival at 3 a.m. in the morning, and people had to come. I mean, it's ridiculous. There's also been a lot of intimidation going down there. I think these developers would like some people to sell.
I didn't want to cut you off, but we did want to.
Okay.
That's 3 minutes.
All right. The other, how long do I have?
Well, you're over.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you all these police reports, and we also are opposing the proposed CDRC. You're proposing a school. Yes, you're welcome. Proposing a school. This is what was reported to Mr. Day's office. You guys can keep that. I'll just take the pictures back. And we do not believe this is a good place to put 100 children's school. They want to build that right across the street from a 6-pool center in Ramapo, which I know is not your area. Also built by the same builder. There's a house standing there that obviously isn't even going to be used. So Mr. Altman has 3 houses that are not finished. You have 32, which is abandoned, 2 with no CO, and now 77, which he sold. But I'm not sure why they keep issuing building permits to somebody who's not even finished with the work done here. And by the way, if you issued that ticket, you could get some of the revenue back. You also have 44 Hillside, which has been tax exempt since 2001, as far as I can tell. 19 acres, there is nothing on that property. I don't know why it is still on the tax exempt. You have precedents of other properties on Algonquin that have been on the tax grid. Nothing's built, so they put it back into your tax code. And also where the school is, because it is not approved yet. It's been off the tax block for 3 years now. Perhaps it should go back on until it is approved, and then you could get some of your money back. Thank you very much for your time.
Is anyone going to respond to her? Anyone going to say anything?
I mean,
Are you going to respond to
it's all
her?
public comment.
Right, what's your response?
This is what public comment is for.
Hillside
why
is
you're
turning into a
uncomfortable.
travesty. Hillside's one of the most beautiful roads in the county, and it just gets worse every year. You guys gotta stop it. It's
Do
a
something.
disgrace.
Okay, next up is Michelle Finley.
That's my husband. He wasn't going to speak, but, so I just want to say that I don't have all the information that Heather had, all the documents. Maybe she should have divvied it up among her group so that she wouldn't have been cut off, because she had really important information and she got cut off. So maybe our strategy next time is we all take a sheet and we all talk about it. I think that would be a good thing. So from an emotional point of view, what my husband said, Hillside is a beautiful, beautiful road. That is, it's sort of like the gateway to like how it used to be in Rockland County. It's one of the few areas that has beautiful winding roads and some old houses and lots of acreage. And I've lived on off of Hillside on Oricam for 25 years. And when I first came here, it was like the most beautiful place. And I've lived in Rockland before this for many, many years, before Montebello became Montebello. What I've seen in 25 years is a slow degradation of our property, of our community. We are in a completely community that we want all people to come, but we've witnessed and have fought for 25 years tried to have illegal zoning happening in the middle of the night. We have fought and won, because illegal zoning, whatever you want to package it and spin it, we are going to continue to fight, because it's just not legal. And I see up and down Hillside Avenue what's going on. It looks like a slum now. It used to be beautiful. Now it's like every other house has got some weird garbage laying on it, or like abandoned properties. And we will continue to fight. We are not going away.
That concludes the list of who signed up on the public comment. Heather, with the weather and everything and a long agenda,
Fine.
I did take copious notes of
30 seconds, I want these 30 seconds.
and I will follow up with our code enforcement
Right.
personnel.
So we have taken all the information that she has so we can hand it over to the code enforcement.
Yeah, why are you, just one more thing, why are you cutting the code enforcer's time? Like, it seems like you have a lot of issues in this town. The code enforcer and the building inspector and the fire inspector, you need them more than ever. I mean, just on Hillside, you could use a full-time
I think
person.
you'll have a complete agreement of this board that we do need full-time code and building inspector.
Yes.
So, thank you.
All right, we can take the land, stop the land banking too. That'll help.
All right, so moving on to the agenda, because we do have some bad weather coming. We do want to get people home safely tonight. If anybody wants to leave, we'll take a 1-minute recess now, just to, and then move on.